This guy said, what's going to happen is this war continues to go on. We're going to run out of interceptors. We're going to have to ration what we defend. And then Iran's going to bring out the Gucci stuff. And a report came out here in the last 24 hours that United States intelligence says Iran's only used 33% of their inventory. It's almost like someone knew that. And now Israel is getting swacked every night. Palm Sunday canceled. I mean, I could go all day on this because you have people who are not serious about the profession of war and the strategic value and sacrifice that it brings. They thought it was a 1980s movie. They got high on their own supply because they caught Venezuela sleeping, but Iran is not Venezuela. Never has been, never will be. Iran is the last nation to actually attack successfully and damn near sink a U.S. warship underway. And that was the start, and that was back in the 80s in the tanker wars. But it was Iran, not China, not Russia. It was Iran. And people seem to forget that. And all they've had is time to prepare for this scenario since the 80s. And that's why we're struggling.
And not only that, since the 80s, we've been telling them, we're coming to get you, Iran. We're coming to get you. We don't like you. We're coming to get you. And so, of course, they're like, well, shit, I guess we'll do this. And to another point, they are the innovators of the self-detonated, suicide bomber.
Yes. And one more point on that, too. Make no mistake, the one window where they trusted us, they got a deal done with Barack Obama. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Not a coincidence that the first black president was the guy that actually brokered that deal. Okay? Every damn last one of us would love to be in that situation when we had that deal right now. Right now, despite the rhetoric, okay? To include the rest of the world.
Including Trump. Trump's trying to get back to that deal.
Exactly.
That's the deal that he wants.
Can't do it. He can't do it because John Wooden, the coach of UCLA, the dynasty that established UCLA basketball, had a saying, be quick, but don't hurry. Donald Trump never heard of that. He never heard of that. He has the patience of a gnat on speed. And the problem with that is in diplomatic relations, you have to have patience and take in all information. He knew that the information that he got, again, Tulsi Gabbard, she's dealing with domestic election issues, right? Okay. She's not even in the room for the decision-making. And Hegseth, Rubio, Vance, that's the three. And this is on them because they're the handlers at this point.
Witkoff, Kushner.
Well, so Witkoff and Kushner, to me, are happy pawns because they're like, hey, look, we're going to ruin your reputation internationally for the rest of your life, but you're going to be filthy rich. Kushner's like, okay. Witkoff's like, okay. Great. They know they won't be able to do business outside of the tight, demented neocon circle that they're going to be part of. But here's the deal. They have no experience in the jobs that they have. And none of them would hire, say, me or you to be a real estate mogul across the sea. They wouldn't. But that's what we've effectively done. We've taken novices and made them the lead diplomats in an active hot-ass war.
Oh, my God.
I don't know where to go with this. I mean, this is where we're at.
Look, I think, look, I was talking about this with Susan Demas earlier today. They can ban abortion. It actually doesn't affect Trump or any of them, right?
Right.
They can ban mail-in voting. Trump still is going to mail his ballot, right?
Because he's the president of the United States. That was the excuse.
Right. None of these, none of their regulations, laws, policies, anything actually affect them for the negative. And I feel like that this is extending to this particular war. It's a war. Right. The only thing and you notice the only thing Trump cares about is people's public opinion of it. He was apparently surprised that he didn't get the George W. Bush, bump that he got back in 3,
right.
Or at the beginning of the Afghan war. Like, that was a surprise to him. And you're like, oh, well, this is why you're doing this war. That's it. Because you had bad polling and you're a child molester.
Yeah. I mean, he thought it would be a sufficient distraction without recognizing what the environment of 2003 was like. And here's the other piece too. 2003, Afghanistan and Iraq was before the rise of social media. Why do I say this? Social media has begat independent journalism. We're seeing pictures, we're getting stories, firsthand accounts that we would have never gotten in 2003. Never.
Totally.
Wouldn't have made it through the network censors. And so when you can get a clip of the Tomahawk that was launched, that's basically the one that killed those 165 girls, or I think that was the second Tomahawk because it was a dual strike.
Right.
What's amazing is in 2003, we would have never saw it. They would have denied it and said it just happened, would have blamed Iran and this and other. But no, sir, we have the video.
Yeah.
We have the videos of hotels getting lit up like Christmas trees. We have the pictures of the AWACS planes, the Air Force planes that got bombed and hit in Iraq. Your deniability means nothing now because you can't control the narrative. You've tried to kick out the Pentagon's press corps. Doesn't matter. People are still leaking. You've tried to control the information flow. Doesn't matter. You're getting your ass handed to you in information warfare on a war that you chose to start. That is the definition of incompetence.